All right, we should call your witness. Are you calling this witness?
The defense calls Lucinda Lay, yes, Your Honor.
Lucinda
Lay.
Lay. All right, ma'am, you're Lucinda Lay?
Yes, sir.
Would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you swear or affirm that any testimony you give in this trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a seat over here in the witness stand and speak loudly and clearly into that it's a little flat black microphone on the bar there in front of you. Right? No, this one right here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Right here?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, Mrs. Karam.
Okay, good morning. Could you state your name for the jury and for the clerk to make sure she gets it written down right?
My name is Lucinda Lay.
And that's L-A-Y?
L-A-Y, correct.
We're asking today how you knew Ernie Shell.
I met him through a temp agency. We actually rode to work back and forth when I first started at ISIN.
Were you ever in a romantic relationship with Ernie Shell?
Yes and no.
And what was his reputation for honesty?
I know of none. I don't believe he was honest at all.
And why do you not believe he was honest?
Because he would use my car, and I let him because he would drop me off at work, and supposedly he was working. He wasn't. I don't know where he was. I never knew where he was. I would come home to an empty tank of gas, and I asked him, I said, well, where's the gas? I don't know. I said, where'd you go? I had to go to this store and do this, that. I said, I thought you worked. Well, yeah, I worked a little. I said, where do you work? Well, that's not important. I said, you're using my car. How's that not important? It's just a very, very bad situation.
And in addition to his issues with honesty, did he ever threaten you or your family?
Yes.
And can you give more information about that?
If I wouldn't let him have what he wanted or have his own way, especially when it came to my car, he wanted my car. He threatened to kill me. I made him really super mad one night, and I love my granddaughter very, very much. And she was very small. She was around 2 or 3 years old. And he said that he would hang her up by the ceiling fan and choke her to death unless I did what he told me. I messed up. I gave him a ride from home. My car blew up. If I had any idea.
Counsel approach, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I apologize for that, and I apologize for the emotional outburst.
That's all right. I confess I'm a little baffled by this testimony that seems to damage your own client.
No, she's talking about Ernie.
She's talking about Ernie.
Oh, is that who you're talking? I
Yes.
couldn't hear at first. So, all right, I'm sorry.
I might re-ask who she's talking about just for everyone's sake.
I apologize. I thought you
Yeah,
said
for a second
Shelby.
there, that would be weird.
It was a little strange, but she was talking about Ernie.
Yeah, she's talking about
All
Ernie.
right.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, Miss Lay, and it may be because it's early and we're all still trying to listen to what you're saying, but you're talking about Ernie Shell, right?
Correct.
Okay. You do know Shelby Shell?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how do you know Shelby?
I know Shelby through his brother.
And what kind of car did you own in 2013?
2012 Dodge Caliber.
And that was the car that Ernie was borrowing from you?
Correct.
Correct. Do you recall any conversations that Ernie may have had with Jimbo Collins about setting up Shelby
Your Honor,
Shell?
we approach.
yes.
We had a conversation yesterday about some of these questions where we asked to make sure that it was in person, not on the phone. Okay? So my objection is, one, she's not established she even knows who Jimbo Collins is. Two, I'm asking you to direct her this time to make sure that it wasn't a phone conversation. For her, is this in person? That she witnessed herself and then to not steer into the specific content.
Yeah, you're loading up the question with specific content, and so I'm going to admonish the jury to ignore the question. Be careful how you approach
I'll
it.
just try to set up.
And be
there's a few
careful with
questions.
hearsay. I mean,
Yes.
that's all. All right, the jury is admonished to ignore the question, and Mr. Ernie, you can begin again.
Okay. Probably should have asked a few questions before that. So, did you know James Jimbo Collins?
I met him through Ernie Shell. I didn't know him I just know him through Ernie Shell.
Did you ever ride in a car with Jimbo and Ernie?
It was only my car. I never rode with Jimbo and him.
So you were never in the car with both of them at the same time? That didn't.
Well, if Jimbo was in my car, then yes. But as far as being in Jimbo's vehicle, no, I never was.
So you don't remember giving a ride to Jimbo and Ernie at any point? I know it's been several years, so that's.
Let me think one moment, please. Yes, it has been 7 years. Honestly, I don't ever remember doing that. Is there any other something else that maybe could spark my memory, like
I'm trying to find
something so I
something
can?
to refresh your
Please.
recollection. Yeah.
It's been an extremely long time.
She said you couldn't remember. So let's go on.
I have a little something to help her.
Your Honor, may we
Wait a minute. Come on up here.
She said she didn't remember, so I would just have like a summary to help her.
This even is headed Laura Karen, DPA. This is nothing that
No,
this
you
woman
can't do
has-
that. You
It's an
should.
email
She stated on the record.
from her conversation.
Let's see what you got.
She has no recollection
Miss Karen,
whatsoever.
let me see what you got.
Okay. That's why you have to refresh it.
Let me
So
see.
you can see.
I mean, argue, guys, and I'm arguing too. Okay? So just tell them what you are. All right? We'll see each other after this.
We will. There's well, we might not actually, sorry, Donna. It's a summary of a conversation that Ms. Lay had with our investigator, and we're going to call our investigator later. So if she doesn't recall,
She doesn't recall. This isn't.
She's
something
allowed to refresh her
memory.
recollection.
No. No. This is the legal memo from your office.
it's summarizing a conversation that she had with Jessica. I believe she later signed an affidavit. I just didn't have it in my notebook. So
If she can't remember, she can't remember. And that's that.
Thank
I
you.
also have a letter that she wrote to Shelby. Would you consider that
A letter that she
for
wrote to who?
refresher? To Shelby?
If you bring it over here and show it to me first.
Okay. I'm not sure it has the. I'm trying to find where it has the trigger for that memory, so let me get there. You know, I'm just not going to worry about it.
Okay, move on.
People that
Good.
can talk about that. So just to make sure I ask that question, you knew Ernie Shell to be untruthful,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's your testimony here today.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have for you. But the Commonwealth may have some questions.
Ross.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You were asked earlier if you had a romantic relationship with Ernie Shell, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You said yes, no. What does that mean?
That means I was in an abusive relationship, sir.
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you.
That's what that means?
What,
Yes,
I
sir.
couldn't hear the answer. I couldn't hear the answer.
That means I was in an abusive relationship.
So is it safe to say your relationship with Ernie Shell did not end well?
No, sir, he did not. He threatened to throw me away in a mental home. He said, I'll make sure you'll never get out.
Okay. Do you like Ernie Shell?
Sir, I do not like Ernie Shell at all no more. When I first met him, I thought he was a really wonderful person. I thought it was great. I was working 7 nights a week at Ison as a temp agency through APS.
So
We
you
used the one
don't
car.
like Ernie Shell?
At
Yes
this
or no?
moment,
That's a yes or no question.
like in what way? Explain.
The common lay meaning
As a
of
person,
like.
yes. I like him as a person, yes. As what he did to me, no, sir, I don't.
So earlier when you said you didn't like him, now you're saying you do like him.
I'm saying as a person, I like him.
As a person you like him, but what he did to you, you don't like him.
Correct.
So that changes what you stated earlier about not liking him, generally.
I've been taught this, and in 7 years I've had to learn this, that you have to learn to love and forgive, because if you don't, your life will never be right. So I've had to learn to forgive Ernie Shell.
So you do like him now?
I have to.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Can you redirect?
There's no redirect, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness excused?
She can be excused.
All right, ma'am, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, you may call your next witness.
Do we have a moment to see if our witnesses have arrived? I know the timeline is a little off this morning.
Excuse me?
Do we have a moment to check and see if the witnesses have arrived?
Okay, I thought you did.
Well, we also have one more. I'm just gonna, give me a minute.
All right. All right.